loose. Sorry, it's a bit of an early one, but thought we needed to have a chat about some transfers and stuff. I haven't done a slam dunk in a couple of weeks. Had a few problems with the electric, so just got it all back. Top fan. Morning, mate. Morning, Sion. I think he said. Morning, Miss Fielding. How are you, mate? Mateus wearing the same shirt as me right now. Good man. Yeah, happy birthday, KDB. 29. Few years left of him yet. Done. Quick question. Do you think Pep will commit his future at City? Bill, g'day. Do you think Pep will commit his future at City? Difficult one. Very difficult one there. I got a feeling in the back of my head I don't think he will. If I'm honest, I think he'll do another year. Obviously, and that's it. I think he'll probably go back to, I don't know, Barca are sniffing around him again, and apparently he's saying that he's going to go back there, so possibly go back there, but I don't think he'll commit now. Not till after this season anyway, which would be so unfortunate. I hope he does. I hope he proves me wrong. I really do. Morning, Emma. Morning, Vicky. Hi, Karen. How are we doing? So yeah, I'm going to do a little transfer centre today. If anyone wants to fly any questions at me, and I can tell you what I know so far from my sources. If not, then I'll just go through the ones that are sort of been going around at the moment, giving you my thought and everything like that as well. Hi Susan, how are we doing? Hope everyone's having a good morning. Bit grey where I am at the moment. So yeah, any of you want to fly any questions at me, crack on. But the first one I think I'm going to talk about is, which is really hitting the media at the moment, is Koulibaly from Napoli. I think he needs a talk about, a bit of a mention. I do think this one is highly likely for Koulibaly, from what I've been told. He wants to come to City. He's rejected a lot of offers, including staying at Napoli as well. He's rejected the Dippers. He's rejected United, Arsenal, PSG, everything like that to come to us. Only thing that worries, two things that worries me: price tag and age. A 5-year deal for a 29-year-old. He's going to be 34, isn't he? I don't know. I think we need someone a bit younger than him, if I'm completely honest. Even someone at like 26, 27 would be more beneficial, but I think £72 million for a centre half is beyond ridiculous. If I'm completely honest. Don't get me wrong, he's good. He's a very good defender. But I don't think we've even got him in his prime. You know, if we said a couple of years ago, when he was like 27, then yeah, absolutely, I'd have taken Koulibaly. You know, I think it's way too much, if I'm completely honest. There's much more better options out there at centre half. Adam, who do you think will play CB today? Chance at Harwood, Bellis, would love to see. I don't know. I think Otamendi will start. Otamendi and probably Laporte. Laporte, I think, because he came off against Chelsea, didn't he? So I think he's probably resting him, if I'm completely honest. But yeah, I would probably say Otamendi, and Laporte, if I'm honest, would be our centre-half pairing today. Dan, Koulibaly's a bad move for the price. 72 million for 20-year-old is ridiculous, regardless how good he is. Why not spend the money? And yeah, yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of centre halves that you can get out there. For the same price or cheaper. If I'm completely honest with you, I don't think Koulibaly's the right fit. But the only thing is that there's a real high percentage that we are going to get him. That is the only thing that I know from my sources, which I know will probably upset a few people. But yeah, Diaz, Skriniar, and Varane. I'd even go Stefan de Fridge, or the Fridge, as I like to call him, as well. We spoke about him in a few slam dunks and a few transfers and stuff. I think he'd be more beneficial, a lot cheaper as well, I think. But yeah, definitely better options. I don't think Varane will move. I don't think he'll move from Madrid. I'd love him, but I don't think he'll move. Titi possibly. There's a lot of good centre halves at Barca, so he may move. Skriniar, if he wants to better himself and get to a better league, I think he'll join City. Possibly cheaper than what we'd get Koulibaly for, and younger. So Diaz, yeah, we've been mentioned with him for God knows how long now, haven't we? And your love child, Mr. Fielding, as well. So be beneficial for both worlds, wouldn't it? Neil, morning Neil. How are we getting on? What went wrong with John Stones? If I'm completely honest, I don't actually know. I wouldn't like to say. I know he had a few personal problems, which could affect him. I don't know. I don't think he was worth what we paid him. And that was the next one I was going to get onto. John Stones was apparently there's this swap deal for him going back to Everton and City getting Mason Holgate. But he's just signed a 5-year deal at Everton, so I don't know if that one's just, I would say, if I'm completely honest with you. So I don't think that one's going to happen. But that was just a little one that I had a read about last night. John Stones swap deal, Mason Holgate, probably with a bit of money going their way. I don't think we'll get the 50 million back for Stones. Do you think we'll get banned from the Champions League? No, I don't think we will. I think we'll be absolutely fine, if I'm honest. The law and everyone we've got behind us at City is phenomenal. We've got the best lawyers in the world, who, will help us a lot with getting out of this. So yeah, I think we'll be fine. We'll be back to normal next season. Let's put it that way. Andrea, top of the morning, wonderful boost morning. Actually, 72 million, not too bad for a proven centre back. We'll give time for guy. The only thing is, Ashley, I do agree in a sense, but he's 29, and 29 for a 72 million pound for a 29-year-old is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous for that amount of money. For his age, I don't know how close he is to 30, whether it's this year or next year. I don't know. But if it was maybe 40 million, 45 million for him, then I'd say you have a crack on it. You could probably get a good couple of seasons out of him. But sign him for a 5-year deal for 72 million pound, we're going to lose shed loads of money on him. Absolutely shed loads. And his wages ain't going to be cheap either. I'd rather see Garcia in there anyway. I'd rather have Garcia in there than spend 72 million pound, if I'm completely honest. And Harwood Bellis, yeah, but I think we need someone else in there to kind of guide them the right way as well. And I think we need a proper centre half pairing with Laporte. And they can mix in every now and then, maybe go three at the back and put one of them in with, I think, Garcia more than Harwood Bellis. I think he's more proven now. Garcia, when he came in against Arsenal, was absolutely fantastic. Didn't get a foot wrong, didn't make a foot wrong there. Mr. Fielding, yeah, absolutely. Any player that puts a City shirt on, he is a blue. Absolutely. Just think that the £72 million is way too much. Way too much. I think there's definitely better options out there for his age. Like I said a couple of years ago, fine. A 27-year-old Koulibaly at City with a Laporte would be brilliant. But we can't turn back time, so just have to see how it goes. But I do think there's about an 85% chance that he is coming to City. Injuries never settled. Okay, replying to that. Who we should also be in for another younger centre back. I would take Mbakane and cash plus Angelino deal. Yeah, a lot of good things about him. Just think we need more of a proven centre half than him, if I'm completely honest. So, like a Skriniar or a Diaz, or Umtiti. Like, I think any of those three would benefit City massive for next season. And Angelino, I'm still a bit unsure on him. I'm not sure whether to give that boy a chance, because every time he goes on loan and gets a full run of games, he plays very, very well. And him at Leipzig at the moment, playing so well. I don't know whether to give him a chance, because Mendy's not performing great. Just proves it the other night against Chelsea. Wasn't listening to instructions from Gundo. I would like to, instead of spending out God knows how much, because we've been linked with Chilwell from Leicester, they ain't going to let him go for anything less than probably 60 million, if I'm completely honest with you. So I'd rather have someone that we've got like Angelino and not have to spend the money on fullbacks again, because we've spent so much on fullbacks. It's beyond a joke. 1 year ban from a 2 year ban, methinks. Paul, yeah, maybe. I don't think it is, mate. Honestly, I don't think it is. I think we'll be absolutely fine. I don't think there's a ban coming our way. But I'm sure I'll get a lot of I told you so's in a couple of weeks' time. But I really don't think we'll get banned. There's a lot worse going on out there. Good morning, Debbie. How are you doing? God, I thought I said Justin Bieber then. Blimey. Justin Barber. Are we not striker shy? Used to have Kun, Bello, Jacko, and every time an injury. Yeah, I think we need another striker. I don't know how much this setback's going to be for Aguero now. He's his body's getting a lot older. I don't know what his recovery rate's going to be like. I think we need someone in there to replace him. I don't think it's Jesus. I'll say it again. I think Jesus is more of an inside forward. Get him out wide and get him to come in. So I think we need a replacement. Everyone knows who my replacement would be. Harry Kane. Every day of the week. We can go on about this all the time. I get a lot of stick from the admins about it, but it's a like-for-like replacement for me. He scores goals, and that's what we need. We seriously have a problem on defence. We do, yeah. Centre half especially, we have a problem, huge problem. I think Dino has played well there, but as soon as Tammy Abraham came on against Chelsea, he run him ragged. When Giroud was playing, he was all right. He didn't really cause Fernandinho much trouble. But as soon as Tammy Abraham came on and pace was there through the middle, he could not keep up with him. at all. And then just gives away needless fouls and still does his stupid things of getting that red card. Don't know why he needed to put his hand down there. It would have hit his body anyway, and he'd have saved it. It would have. But hey, cool look in the past now. But yeah, we need another centre half. Dino can't play there next season. One of the best holding midfielders in the world, and he's playing at centre half. It doesn't suit him. It doesn't suit him. Hope you're right. So do I, mate. I hope I'm right too. I really do. If you had to sell 3 players to balance the books tomorrow, who would it be? For me, it'd be Angelino, Mendy, Sane. Yeah, Sane. I'd go Cancelo and Otamendi. I think not necessarily for the money, but for the wages. You know, get much for Otamendi, but his wages will balance the books out for me personally. But yeah, Sane, Cancelo, and Otamendi I'd get rid of if I had to. I didn't really want to originally get rid of Sane, but the way his attitude is and he wants to go, then I'd be more than happy to say see you later, mate. Not a problem. Angie just looks lost in a City shirt. Just don't know why. What I think, Ryan, is that it's inconsistent. He doesn't get consistent time in the team. I think he's one in, one out. That's one of the reasons why I think we've lost a load of games this season. Is the defence has not been consistent. I know Laporte's been out, but have your 2 centre halves in, the main centre halves in every game. But we're just not doing it. We're not. That's why the Dippers have won the league, because the defence has been completely consistent, including the goalkeeper. So their back 5, in a sense, has been consistent. Ours hasn't. It changes every game, weekly basis. We don't know who's playing where. It shouldn't be like that. The one bit on the pitch should be your defence stays the same, if it can, pretty much every game of the season. And ours hasn't, and I think that's what's let us down. Yeah, Angelino has played some decent games for City. He just needs a longer run in the team. If I'm completely honest, he doesn't. Like I was just saying, he does not get a long enough run in the team. Pure and simple. If you get consistent, you get better. It doesn't take a genius to work that out. You can have a couple of off games, maybe the first 2, but you go, well, actually, I'm getting a decent run in the team now. Your performance gets better, your confidence gets better, and then you just become, a lot better over time. He's still young. It's a long way to go. So yeah, I'm hoping he does get a chance. I'm hoping he does get a chance, and we don't fork out a load of money to try and replace left back. I really don't. I want Dybala for so long. Dybala's a difficult one. He's more of a number 10 than a striker, if I'm honest. He's not an Aguero replacement. And if Dybala comes in, he won't. He won't come in because Foden is there now. And the way that he performed the other night against Burnley was exceptional. Foden, so Messi-esque with his feet, was ridiculous. So it's only a matter of time before Foden gets that position for his. It's his next season. Simple as that. We won't have to spend money there. Phil Zinchenko is better than both Mendy and Gino. He's a natural left winger and plays in the mid for Ukraine. I would prefer to see Zinchenko, as you said then, in centre mid. I don't think personally, but it's my opinion that he's a left back. He could go left wing, but not left back. His defending is not great. I wouldn't have him up against Mane or Salah, for instance. When he has, they've just torn him apart. I think we need someone there that can sort of match him. I don't think Zinchenko can. Zinchenko is very good in centre midfield. That's where we signed him from for Ukraine. So yeah, I personally think that Zinchenko is better in the middle. When his arm is at the side of his body, it's not going to hit his body. No, he slapped the ball, mate. He slapped the ball with his hand. So it wasn't by the side of his body. He slapped the ball with his hand. If he left it, it would have hit his ribs and deflected out. He slapped the ball with his hands, which is pathetic, stupid mistake to make. And he knew it on his face. He knew it on his face. If it just hit his arm, nothing you can do about it. But he slapped the ball. That's why when you panned up close to him face to face, he knew that he was getting sent off because he slapped the ball off the line. Stupidity. Should we report Bayern for tapping up Sane? If it were the other way round, yeah. The problem is if City go in and start trying to tap up people or teams, just get laughed off. I think just let him go. Forget about him. If I'm completely honest with you, don't give him the time of day. Let him go. He doesn't want to be here. Pure and simple. That's all I can say really on Sane. I knew he was going. I said it in the last live on Facebook. I would sell Stones, depending how much we can get for him, Alan, if I'm honest. I don't. It depends how much we can get. If you want us to go back for Everton, you would at least want to get sort of 45 million for him. But I just don't think we'll get that. Don't think we'll get that for him. Paul, defence has been our downfall this season for sure. Lost as a title, in my opinion. Yeah, it did lose as a title. Just what I was saying about a couple of minutes ago. No consistent defence. If you haven't got a consistent defence, you won't win leagues. Pure and simple. You know, that's you know, you don't have to be a genius. You have your back four, or as us with Edison, your back five, and that's it. If you have to change it because of injuries or fatigue or whatever, then fine. But you don't change the whole lot every game. We wouldn't have. You can actually say against Newcastle today who is starting, because you don't know. You know, it could be anyone. You just don't know. I agree with you 100%. Ottoman should go. I've seen a good performance from him for a while. I think Pep should focus on our defence this summer. Yeah, defence. Yeah, that's it. Send it on Koulibaly. I think he's a great addition. We need to strengthen those centre-backs. We do need a world-class left-back. Yeah, Koulibaly's good, like I say, but he's not worth £72 million at the age of 29. It's a lot of money. A hell of a lot of money. And there is just better options out there. And with the left back, as I was just saying, I don't think David Alaba's old now. Again, if there was one from Bayern Munich that I would take in, that's Alphonso Davies. Young, quick, powerful left back. If we were going to take anyone, it'd be him. But I don't think we need David Alaba. Too old now. He'll stay at Bayern. There'd be no point, and it'll be a ridiculous amount of money for him as well. I would sell Stones. Yeah. We need Paulo Dybala. No, we don't. Totally agree. All came down to not replacing Company. Massive mistake by Pep. Yeah, I do. You know, we had the chance of signing Van Dijk. We had the chance of signing De Ligt, and we just bottled out of it because of the money. But you look at what's Van Dijk done for the Dippers now? Won in the league. Pure and simple, isn't it? He's got the most passes in the league, over like 3,000 or whatever it is now. Such a good centre half, but we just didn't want to do it. We didn't want to go that little bit extra to get him. Do you think Foden is ready to play consistency next season? Absolutely. That is my 100% that Phil Foden is ready to play. That boy is class, and he will be world class. I will go back to the Burnley game. The way he dribbled through was so Messi-esque. It was unbelievable. The boy is a one in a lifetime, and we've got him. So we need to, in our power, make everything possible to keep him. And that starts by playing him. I'm hoping he's back today and starts today. But he is something special, and we need to keep hold of him. Need to keep hold of him. He's too good to let go, and he supports the club, would die for the club. So yeah, Phil Foden, absolute must, and he will be playing next season. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Daniel Simpson, Harry Kane. Are you agreeing or disagreeing with me with Harry Kane? I hope you're agreeing. But yeah, that's my replacement. I get a load of rubbish from the admins all the time, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm used to it. But yeah, Harry Kane, absolutely. Kane, good shout, Daniel. See, people going with Kane now, look. Yeah, he is the natural replacement for Aguero. Pure and simple. Um, yeah, maybe next summer, get him in. Get him in. Grealish would be a good option. Yeah, again, it costs a lot of money. I don't think we need him. I don't think we need him. He's more of a midfielder than he is a wide player. If we was going further up the pitch, so yeah, I wouldn't say that Grealish would be good player, very good player. Don't get me wrong, but there's other options that we would go further up the pitch to have him. You know, if you bring Grealish in, it's another competition for Foden, and I don't want that. Foden is going to consolidate that position down 100%. Grealish just a good player in a bad team. Yeah, I'd like to see Skriniar come in for CB. Yeah, I'd like to see Skriniar come in for CB. Very, very, very good player. Him and Laporte at the back. Wow. If actually centre half pairings with a mixture of Garcia in there. Wow. That is a 3. Right there. Try and do anything in our power to get him. Or even like Diaz coming in there as well. Diaz, Laporte, Skriniar, Laporte, whatever. That would be probably my 2. Do you think it's possible Ederson can cut the mistakes out of his game while maintaining his style of play, or do you think Ederson should focus on being a more traditional keeper? Good question, Jake. Ederson for me is one of the best keepers in the world. He's my love child. He does make a mistake, but then you look at what he does for the team. The kicking, the throwing, his passing ability is beyond belief. Every goalkeeper in the world makes mistakes. I wouldn't like him to be a more traditional goalkeeper because that's not Ederson. Ederson is different, but he's different in a good way. He starts attacks for us most of the time. You know, even rolling the ball out quickly, not dithering on it. His long kicks cause defence problems. If our front three, one of them is making a run. So yeah, no, I wouldn't want him to become a traditional goalkeeper. I think he's good how he is. He, unfortunately, like everyone in life, we all make mistakes. But he also saves our backsides on many of occasions. I think Angelino and Zinchenko would suit more of a wing back role. Yeah, Ashley, agree more with Zinchenko. I think Angelino can be a pure left back if he's given a chance. Zinchenko isn't for me. Further up the pitch, Zinchenko, either central midfielder or left wing. Any thoughts on Matty Cash? Was linked a few months ago, and he's gone on to progress. I'm a huge fan. Yeah, you've spoken about him forward, Dan, I think. Yeah, I mean, was he right back, Matty Cash? It's a difficult one. Is he good enough to step up? I don't know. It's one of those scenarios again, is where we spend the cash and try it? No pun intended on the cash bit. But it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. I think Walker's still got a couple of years left in him anyway. It's just whether Matty Cash would want to be back up to him. I don't know. Picano at centre back. Yeah, someone said that earlier. I prefer someone else than him. It's unproven. at the moment, unproven for me. Davis, an absolute rocket, definitely a Pep kind of player. Yeah, like I said, if he was going to get anyone from Bayern right now, it would be Alphonso Davies at left back. He is phenomenal, and he's like 19 years old. You'd have him any day of the week, but he would not come cheap, unfortunately. Stones, Otamendi, and Cancelo can all go for me. Cancelo is one of the strangest transfers I can remember. Yeah, yeah, I think so. And we had to still pay money for him and give one of our players away. He's not a Premier League player. He should just go back to Italy or maybe try Spain. Probably suit him more down to the ground. You'd probably find that he'd probably be like team of the season there in one of those leagues again. What about Connor Cody from Wolves or Tarkowski from Burnley? I think we can do Tarkowski maybe. Connor Cody, Liverpool fan, isn't he? Connor Cody. I don't think he'll want to come and play for us. I really don't. Anyway, and I don't think he'll leave that Wolves side. The Wolves side's just getting stronger and stronger anyway. Let alone wanting to leave it. He's captain. He might not get much game time at City. Yeah, I don't think so. Tarkowski, difficult one. Prefer Lewis Dunk. Am I joking? No, Tarkowski, I don't know. Difficult one. He'd be good for our corner set pieces, that type of thing. Being quite a bullish centre half. Maybe. I think price tag would be too much. English again, and so it'd be about 50-55 million for him at least. Agree on Harry Kane. Thank you very much. It's going to happen. I know Mr. Fielding's watching. It's going to happen. Mendy and Mahrez need to go. Mendy is a massive liability, and Mahrez is a lazy player. Whoa, I'm not sure about Mahrez, mate. I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one, Rob. Mahrez is I don't know. Pep likes Mahrez. It's as simple as that. I kind of disagree on that one. I think he's got a lot better this season. Even using his right foot a lot now. He's not using his left as much, which at Leicester he was just he was going to cut in all the time. I think Pep's made him into a better player. I don't think he's lazy. I think that's a bit harsh from my side. But you've all got your own opinions, so it's great. Mendy, Mendy for me is frustrating. He's a frustrating player because he is so good. I mean, when we played them in Monaco in the Champions League, he tore us apart. Absolutely tore us apart. And when we got him, I was really, really excited. I know his injuries have played a lot, but I think he needs to pan down on the social media and start. No chance. Kane has no pace. I don't think it's all about pace, mate. Aguero's lost his pace and he's still scoring goals. I don't think it's all about that. If I'm completely honest, we've got the wide players for doing that, but Kane to be in the right place at the right time. Well, Kane had a bit of pace last night when the ball was over the top, ran straight through 1-on-1. You knew exactly what was going to happen. He was going to score, and he did. That's what we need. If you know Aguero's 1-on-1, 90% chance he's scoring. Same ratio with Kane. I don't think it's a matter about pace because Kane likes to front on the defence anyway. Play the balls off, run off to him. Yeah, I don't think it's about pace, mate. Don't think it's about it. Kane definitely a great shout, but no way it's Daniel Levy ain't going for less than 150 million. No, very true. But obviously, if Aguero goes, Dino will probably go by then. You just think of the wages that we're going to save. I think it's more about the wages than the price tags. I think players are so greedy that it's more the wages than the price tags, if I'm honest. King too injury prone. not massively, mate. He's only been out this season, really. Aguero's been injury prone, but we stopped by Aguero, so I don't really see a difference there. Um, if I'm honest, only because Aguero is now a club legend, we kind of forget about his injuries. He's been very injury prone, but the club and us have stopped by him. Um, so I don't, Kane, you know, um, yeah, I don't agree with that one, mate. Jesus not up to it. Jesus is not up for being an out and out striker. Like I said, inside forward or a winger, he works hard for the team. Works hard for the team. The Real Madrid game, as I said before, has changed my perception on Jesus completely. Um, so yeah, not as an out and out striker for me, but that doesn't mean that he wouldn't be in the team, because he would be for me personally. Do you think City will win today? Potential banana skin. I think City will win. Will be fueled from that Chelsea game. We know the league's over, so now we concentrate on the FA Cup and the Champions League. We've definitely got top four. We're a fair few points in front of Leicester, and you know those sort of getting into the Champions League, they'll all be fighting each other. Sort of forget about us, really. But yeah, no, I don't think. I think we'll be fine. I think it'll be 2-0, 3-1 to City today. Do you think? Do you think we really have a problem with our defence, or is Pep tactical? It's too easy to. No, defence, mate. Defence. Um, you look at the defences he had at Barcelona and Bayern Munich were phenomenal. I don't think. I think that mainly centre half and him not being consistent with his picking of the defenders, I think is what it is. Like I said, you don't know who started. No one can tell me the back four today and be correct. I'll tell you that now, because you just don't know who's going to be in and who's going to be out. No one can definitively say, yeah, that's definitely our back four today, because we know that they've been there for the last God knows how many weeks. They haven't. So yeah, I think defence is a massive problem. Edison is the best sweeper keeper in the world. Still can't understand why he isn't Brazilian number one. Rate him higher than Allison. I rate him higher than Allison, mate. I think it's just unfortunate, and I think Brazil were probably a bit peed off with it as well, that at this time they probably got the two best keepers in the world fighting for number one for them. I wish they had. They bet they had them, on separate years. But unfortunately, it's not going to happen. I thought all City fans are Manx. Not necessarily. I don't know why that's been brought up here. My granddad was born and bred in Manchester, and just unfortunately with my dad's job, I've had to move around the country a bit. But it doesn't mean I don't love City as much as a person that was born in Manchester. I supported them because of my granddad. Went to my first game in '94. So yeah, I don't really see how that's relevant to what I'm talking about now, if I'm completely honest with you. Is that the new third kit in the background? Yeah, probably is, mate. Probably could be. Could be anything with Puma, couldn't it? What about Tyrone Mings? Interesting one. Interesting one, Paul. Obviously, I haven't really heard much about that in the transfer side, but possibly. I mean, if Villa go down, they'll probably have to sell him off a bit cheaper. Has played for England, so yeah, it's a good shout, Paul. I wouldn't mind him, actually. I wouldn't mind him. What do you think? Who do you think? We should buy both winger left and right because Mahrez is too slow. Doesn't have speed like Sterling, Mbappe, Sane. Should we buy both winger? Nah. I think wingers we're fine. Maybe left side. To replace Sane. But I think Mahrez is fine. A lot of Mahrez haters. I think Mahrez is fine. I really do. We've got Bernardo that can go out there. Jesus that can go out there. We've still got Sterling. You know, I don't think that's the main position that we should worry about. If I'm completely honest with you, Mahrez should be a starter for me. Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, totally agree. I like Mahrez. He's really come on leaps and bounds over the last sort of couple of seasons now, and I think next season he'll be even better. Yeah, I totally agree. I think he should start. I think he'll probably start today. As well, if I'm honest. Mahrez is definitely Marmite with City fans. He's grown on me. Yeah, he's grown on me as well, mate. He's grown on me as well. Yeah, he's definitely he's going to be starting. That's all I can say. Okay, well, that was a good load of questions. I live in North Wales, and this was 1982. Yeah, totally agree, Pat. Yeah, I can't help that I don't live in Manchester. But my granddad had pretty much all of his life lived there, and took me to games at Main Road. So it was a pointless comment. Doesn't mean that I don't go to City games every season. I try and hit 10 games a season if I can still. Yeah, pointless comment. Not relevant to what we was talking about on here anyway. But yeah, I totally agree with you, Pat. It doesn't matter where you're from. You know, if you're a blue, you're a blue. Doesn't matter for me. Okay, guys. Well, it looks like that's all the end of the questions. I think we've done pretty well there. I will try and do another one fairly soon, and I'm going to try and get the admin lads onto a slam dunk transfer centre, and we can all have a chat about Koulibaly and everything like that, and any new ones that come out in the next week or so. But yeah, no, well, it was nice speaking to you all. Oh, just a quick one. If we win the Champions League, is that a good season? Yeah. If we can win the Carabao Cup, FA Cup and Champions League, you told me at the start of the season I've bitten your hand off. Champions League is the only thing we haven't won, and if we win it, then Pep has won it all with us. So yeah, be a good season for me. Okay. Alright, Blues, well, it was good to talk to you, and I'm sure I'll be back soon. Take care of yourselves now, stay safe, and we'll get a good win against Newcastle today. Take care.